On the tablet, when you first log in, you're going to be seeing these 4 applications. Magellan Smart Fleet. This is going to be your navigation, so you can navigate wherever you want. Just make sure you've got your truck dimensions so we can get everything correct where everything you need to go. ELD Complete is going to be your e-log. So this is the one that you're going to mainly be using. Driver's Guide is the 3rd application. If you ever get stopped and the officer needs to see the guide, this is going to be the guide that you're going to be showing the officer, so you can tell them how the tablet works, what to do on a roadside inspection, anything that they need to know on the tablet, it'll be here. 4th one will be messaging. That's so you can communicate from the truck to the office. So you can be sending messages back and forth. You can also send dispatch messages in case you ever need to get an address. The office can send you the address of where you're going to go. Once you click on the address, it'll take you back to Magellan Smart Fleet, so you can actually go to the address where you need to go. So to get started, we're going to go to ELD Complete. That's the one that we're going to be using. We're going to put in your username and password. In case you want it in Spanish, you can change it to Spanish. In case you want it in English or in French, you can change either or depending on what language you prefer. In this case, we're going to be doing everything in English. Username, we're going to put in the username that the office creates for you. The password, same thing. We're going to be putting in the username that the office creates. Once you already have this, you can press login and it'll actually log you in. First thing it's going to do, it's going to be authenticating every single log that you have. So it's going to be drawing out the logs, and then so you can go in. Once you go in, whatever last truck that this tablet was plugged into is going to appear right here. And whatever last trailer that you were connected to, it's going to appear right here. If you don't want to have a trailer information, you can press this trash can and it will delete the trailer in case you're going bobtail. If you want to change the trailer number, you can go right here where it says select trailer, and you can select what trailer you're going to be in. So let's say we're not going to be in trailer 11, we're going to be in trailer 12. We can take off 11, leave 12, save it, and now we have trailer 12 with tractor number Ranger. In case you ever move tablet from one truck to another truck, same thing, you can select tractor and change the vehicle where it has it. Now right here in the bottom you have the dash odometer. We got to make sure we press the same dash odometer that appears there. So in this case I have 15629. And then you got to confirm 151,629. Press save. It's going to make sure that it has the same odometer. If it does, it's going to take you to this main other screen, which is the diagnostics. You got to make sure that the speed is good, the RPMs is good, the hours are good, and the odometer. At this point in time, I have everything missing because I'm not connected to a vehicle. But if you're connected to a vehicle, all these would be in green. They would not be missing. The engine would have a green check mark, and all these 3 would be in green. That means everything is good to go. If you haven't ran the ELD diagnostic, please do so. After that, we're going to press continue. All right, so this is the first screen that you're going to be appearing. It's unidentified driving logs. Do you want to review these logs? This all depends on your company. If you want to review logs, we're going to press review logs or skip. If you review logs, these are all the movements that this truck has done over the course of time that they were not identified. So that means the driver was moving the vehicle while not logged in. This could have been the mechanic, it could have been a local use, it could have been other drivers. If it has 0 miles, pretty much no distance, could have been the mechanic. Do not press on it and assume unidentified logs, because if you do, it will kill your time. So just make sure you assign only what you know is yours. If nothing is yours, you can press this triangle button so you can go back. Now, there was some carrier proposed edits So if there's ever any edits done from the office to your tablet, whenever you log in, it will show you what they're trying to do. So from what I'm seeing, they proposed an edit that I was on duty, they changed it to sleeper. Over here, I had a driving event, they changed it to personal. And this sleeper, they pretty much deleted it. So what we can do is we can accept all these events that are coming from the office. They identified it, checked it with the logs or with the GPS to make sure everything is correct. Once everything is correct, you press OK and you press accept. Driver configuration change, allowed to use personal use, allowed to use yard moves. We're going to press OK. So this is going to be the main screen that you're going to be looking at. It will have your name on the top left. You will be able to see the on-duty, the off-duty, the driving, the sleeper berth, and the personal, and the yard moves. Depending on which one you're going to be using, they're all going to be here at all times, depending on what time you need to use them. On the right side, you will have how many hours you have to drive, how many work shift duty, and how much you have on cycle duty. This all depends on what kind of type of driver. We do have some Texas oil fields. We do have some interstate, intrastate. So it all depends on what kind of hours you have. So all these might be a little bit different for everybody. All right, so once we start and see everything here on the tablet, we're going to show you how to create a trip and how to start a trip. So to start a trip, I always say, let's certify our records. So right here on the top left, there is a menu bar. We're going to click that menu bar. It does say certify records. That is one of the things that I always recommend that we always do, always right at beginning your logbook. Once you certify your records, you can just press this circle. It will certify every single record that you have. You just got to make sure you press certify right here and agree, and that will certify every single record that you have. We press this triangle button to go back. Once you have certified your records and you're ready to go on duty, we're going to press right here where it says on duty. It will say if you want to make a status change, you're going to press OK. It will ask you for a remark why you're going to start your on-duty event. We will press pre-trip if that's what's the beginning, and we're going to press OK. The dash odometer, it should pick it up automatically. Right now, since I'm not in a vehicle, it's asking manually just to make sure that everything is correct. I'm going to press OK just to go to the next window. Please remember to do the vehicle inspection. That is an alert given to you every single time that you go on duty after a off-duty event or a sleeper berth, just to make sure that you do your vehicle inspection if you haven't done so. Press OK. So on the bottom right, we have the inspections report. That is so you can do your actual pre-inspection DVIR. We're going to press it right here to do the inspections report. Now, I had already done one before. We're going to do one new one, so I will delete this pre-trip and start a new one. So right here, I'm going to press this little plus sign, and it will ask you to select an inspector who's doing if it's a pre-trip, post-trip, HOC, United States. If you're in the United States, we're going to press this one. And if you want to continue, we are going to press continue, and it will ask you for the vehicle. You are going to check every single one of these to do your pre-trip. If you can see on the top right, our countdown has begun on how long we're going to take to do the pre-trip. It's going to tell you whatever vehicle number right here on the top right. And we're going to check every single one of these. If you have any kind of issue, you're going to press the X, or we're going to press on these blank squares just to make sure that a repair is needed in case you do need a repair on any of them. All right? If you don't need a repair and everything is good, we can actually press right here where it says next. Same thing for the trailer. It's going to check for ceiling roof, fifth wheel, floor, front wall, just to make sure that everything is correct. And we're going to press next. So once you already have this, it's going to be the new inspection. It's going to give you the odometer. If you want to put in the seal number and the remarks, we're going to put in the seal number and the remarks. Now, there is going to be required to create a signature for the first time when you log in. So right here where it says e-sign, we're going to press e-sign. Looks like my signature was already there, but let's say we were going to create a new one where we would actually press this pencil right here. We would actually start moving the signature. And when you're done, you're going to press this plus sign. And you're going to make sure you press save and finish. That will create the signature. And with that, you're ready. You can press this triangle to go back. And if everything is ready, you already done your pre-inspection and you want to upload, you're going to press upload right here. And that will start the upload process to get your DBIR up and ready. Are you sure you want to upload the inspection report now? We're going to press OK. So what it's going to do is going to give you the driver vehicle inspection report, the date that it was created on, and the time, was the carrier name, and the information that you have put in. So these are all the things that are required for you to check just to make sure that everything is good to go. So as long as conditions are satisfactory, it would actually put right here your signature. Now don't worry because it looks very small right here, but I can assure you the signature is there. Now, once you're done, we will press the triangle to go back, and the triangle to go back, which would take us here to the main screen. Now, if you do have a shipment that you need to put in, we're going to press these three on the menu bar on the top left, and we're going to go here where it says shipment. So if you're going to add a shipment that you need to add, we're going to press this plus sign right here. So with this, there's a couple of things that you got to do. Now these are estimated delivery dates and estimated pickup times. You're more than welcome to put in the times, how long you're going to be taking on your trip. Once you already set them up, you can put in the times, deliver by tomorrow, by this time, who's going to be the shipper. Let's say it's Monarch. Just make sure you look at your bill of lading so you can see who the shipper is. The number, we got to make sure we have a trip number on which one this is associated to. And the commodity. In the commodity, let's say it's freight of all kinds, FAK. Additional comments, optional, and let's press save. So once you have that, you can see that you've had 2 trips. This is my 2nd trip already for the day of today. And everything is there set with the times and the dates where it's going to be delivered. Now, these are just estimates. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but just a rough estimate on how long they're going to be. We're going to press the triangle to go back. Once you have the shipment ready, everything's on duty. All you got to do is start driving, and it will put you on drive automatically. Right now, since I'm not in a vehicle, I'm going to put myself on drive manually. All of this will not be asked. So when driving, if you want to take your 30-minute break or any break at all, you can go back to off-duty. And right here on off-duty, that's where your 30-minute break can start in case you ever need it. Now, if you do get stopped by DOT and you want to send them the information, you're going to press right here on this red circle. And right here, if you want to display the logs, you can press display logs. If you want to export ELD output files, so you can export it directly to the DOT officer, you can press export ELD output file. You can press right here where it says FMCSA. And we got to make sure that we put in the officer's code to be able to export those files to the officer. Once you are done, we're going to press the back arrow. It will ask you for a password. You are going to put your password so you can log out and go back to the main screen. Once you put your password in and you already got your inspection report. A couple of things you can do is make sure we get the logbook. If you want to see your driver logs, what you've done for the day, we're going to have them right here. If you want to see the events, we can see the events right here. If you want to see previous days, we can go previous days back here with the arrow. If you want to go back, we got to make sure we press this triangle button in the bottom. Vehicle profile is to change the vehicle that you're in or the trailer number that you have. Driver profile is to just make sure you check on your driver profile. If there's any kind of violations and you want to make sure you haven't ran through any violations, you can press it right here. Annotations, any kind of annotations that you had on these trips, you'll find them here. Certify your logs, the shipments, notifications, and inspection reports of anything that you've done. Diagnostics, just to make sure that everything is running correctly. Certification just gives you what kind of e-log this is and the certification that it has. Co-driver login is so whenever you have a co-driver, so anybody can log in. So the way you're going to be able to log in your co-driver, we got to make sure that we put in a username and a password of your driver. You're going to press login and it will log in your co-driver. Whenever you want to change from primary driver to co-driver, all you got to do is press the name right here and it will be swapping from driver to driver. Just make sure that both drivers are logged in. So at the very end, whenever you want to log out, you're going to press this log out button. It will ask you that you haven't certified all your logs, so make sure that you always certify your logs. It will have this log to be certified. It will certify it. You agree it. It will start your rods, so it will start being uploaded into your office. So always make sure that the tablet is docked while this is in process. Failing to do so can result in records being distorted. So just make sure that everything is docked on the vehicle, on the base, so that way everything gets sent correctly. Now it is a little bit longer process at the very end because it is getting all the information from the tablet that you've done from this trip and any kind of previous trip that you've added. Anything that you might have issues with, or let us know, and we'll be glad to help.